Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dr. Lee and I'm from Bukit Mentajam, Penang, now staying in Kluang, Johor. So please WhatsApp me at 019-7878-299 if you are interested to buy my grammar book, because we are coming nearer and nearer towards the printing time. So if you are interested to buy, please WhatsApp me now and tell me how many copies you would like. So a little bit about myself. I've been a teacher all my life. So I started teaching, started my career. I've been a teacher all my life, as I have mentioned. So I started my teaching career in Singapore. I was teaching in Singapore, English. And of course, I taught some subjects like geography, history. I did that too. Those are my strong subjects too. And I was also teaching in my own hometown, Bukit Mentajam, in Jitsin High School. I was teaching there. I taught English there, and also, one of the other related subjects. I spent most of my years in Sabah. So I started teaching in Tenom, secondary school in Tenom. Then I moved to Beaufort. After that, I went to Ken Kok Middle School in Kota Kinabalu, the capital of Sabah. And it was then that I started teaching Bahasa Melayu. I was the head of the Bahasa Melayu department. I taught up to senior 3, or what you call pre-university. So I taught for more than 7 years in Ken Kok School, Sekolah Menengah Ken Kok in Jalan Tuaran. And after that, I went to Kinabalu Commercial College as a lecturer, and I switched back to English. In Beaufort and Tenom, I taught English and geography also related. And in Kinabalu Commercial College, I was teaching Australian programs, English Australian programs, English. Then I went over to Sandakan, also in Sabah, and I started, in Sabah I started teaching in Sandakan, I started teaching in Kinabalu Commercial College, that is the branch of the Kota Kinabalu Commercial College in Kota Kinabalu. So I was sort of, I transferred to Sandakan, and I taught in my previous college, but in the branch, and also dealing with Australian programs. And after that, I came out, I resigned from the college, and I started my own tuition center. I had 4 tuition centers, and I came back to West Malaysia. I came to Kluang. And the first thing was when I reached Kluang, I taught in Kluang Chonghua High School. Again, I was teaching, went back to Bahasa Melayu again in Chonghua High School. And after that, I came out. I resigned from Chonghua High School, and I opened my own tuition center, which is called Pusat Tuition Fajaria Tuition Center in Kluang here. I opened this center in 2003. So now it has been 17 years until today. I'm still here in my tuition center. I teach, and I also do the administration. So I teach English and Bahasa Melayu. So Bahasa Melayu I teach until SPM, and English I teach also until SPM for secondary schools, but I also teach MUET for those who are planning to go to the universities, local universities here. And I also teach IELTS for students who wish to sit for this test and to go to Commonwealth countries like Australia, New Zealand, England. So they need to sit for the IELTS, or even in Singapore. So I'm teaching IELTS. And I'm actually a registered and trained teacher of IELTS. I have a certificate to prove. And besides teaching IELTS, I also teach TOEFL, or people call it TOEFL. I'm an American graduate, so I myself sat for TOEFL or TOEFL. So I'm teaching TOEFL now for students who are going to America or who are going to Canada. Of course, Singapore accepts TOEFL as well if students want to choose TOEFL or TOEFL. And my degrees all come from America. My bachelor, master's and PhD. I have a doctorate degree from America. But I have a double master's in one taken in America and another one taken in Australia, the University of Southern Queensland or Queensland. And of course, I'm a trained teacher. I have a certificate, a higher diploma in teachers training from London Teachers Training College. So I'm a trained English teacher. So while I was teaching in Sabah, I also received training for Bahasa Melayu. So I actually am trained in both languages. So in my free time, I like to upload videos to share my knowledge and my skills in English. And I've chosen grammar, which is the most difficult part of language in my opinion. So I do the administration of my own tuition center. So I'm very involved in my own tuition center. So my free time is spent uploading videos. I like it. I actually enjoy teaching. But I'm going one step further in my career. I'm now a registered author with my own ISBN. I am a recognized international writer, author, and you can see my books in our Kuala Lumpur National Library. You can see my books there. I have several series there, not grammar, but education, childhood education, because I'm also trained in childhood education. So my books are in the Kuala Lumpur National Library. If you pass by, maybe you can have a look. This is lesson 141. Lesson 141. In which a subscriber gave me a list. He says he is not eating, he doesn't eat. And then he gave me other examples which are related, like he is not answering, he does not answer. He is not working, he doesn't work. He is not sleeping, he doesn't sleep. So it's the same. So I only choose one, the shortest. I don't have enough space. So I choose the shortest. He is not eating, he doesn't eat. Both are correct. Both are correct. Actually, the subscriber wants to know the difference. He knows that it's correct, I presume. So let me list out for you related to this is not eating. So is eating, the opposite will be is not eating. Am eating, the opposite is am not eating. Are eating, the opposite is are not eating. Whether it is eating, is not eating, am eating, am not eating, are eating, are not eating, they are the same. They are under this present continuous tense. When do we use the present continuous tense? When we are talking about now, when we are talking about at the moment, which is also now, or when we are talking about look. When I call you to look, that action is happening. So when we use is, we use for he, she, it. We use am, we use I. Then for are, we use you, we, they. And I make examples to show you how to use now at the moment, look. So I can say, he is eating now. He is eating at the moment. Or you can say, look, he is eating. And then the opposite would be, he is not eating now. Same. is eating, is not eating, is the same. It's talking about now or at the moment. He is not eating at the moment. Or look, he is not eating, he is watching television. Okay, so he is not eating means now, but he doesn't eat means every time, or it is a fact, or it is a habit. Then we use does, doesn't, or does not. So again, I bring related issues in. He doesn't eat, he does not eat is the same meaning. So does not eat, doesn't eat, do not eat, don't eat. They are under simple present tense. And it talks about every time. This one is now. This one is every time. Or it is a fact, or it is a habit. So here you can see, whether we use does not or doesn't, it is used for he, she, or it. Whether you use do not or don't, you use it for I, you, we, and they. So let me show you the examples that I have made. He does not eat meat. He doesn't eat meat. It's the same. We do not eat meat. We don't eat meat. This one is more towards, say you are a vegetarian, or he is a vegetarian, we are vegetarians, so we do not eat meat. Or we don't drive, we cycle, or we walk. So it could be a habitual action, or it could be a fact, or it simply means every time. Okay, so I think you understand. Remember that am, is, or are, when you put ing, and whether there is a not or no not is the same. It is present continuous tense. And we use present continuous tense when our meaning is now, when our meaning is at the moment, which is also now, or when I say look, or when I say listen. So is not ing, is not eating, is not sleeping, is not working. Or am not sleeping, am not eating, am not working. Or are not sleeping, are not working, are not resting. It all comes to the same thing. It means now. But then when you are talking about he does not eat, he does not sleep, he does not work, he does not rest, then, or I do not eat, I do not rest, I do not work, I do not sleep, or I don't sleep, it's the same. It's talking about every time, all the time. Okay, so this is the difference. Let me show you this. So it's quite simple, but it's good that you ask me. Like I said before, sometimes if you don't ask, I will not know. Because it's hard for me to imagine, and it's hard for me to put myself in your position, because I don't know your standard. I don't know how good you are. So it's better that if you don't understand, you just go ahead and ask. If I have the time, I will answer. If I don't have the time, then so sorry. Okay? We are getting nearer to the printing of the book. So very soon, you won't see all this. Very soon, you'll be seeing me teaching my book. Alright? I won't be teaching all this. So if you want to ask me questions, now you can ask me, but then you have to wait. There are many, many, many questions, all still waiting for me to answer. Alright? So remember, if you want to buy my book, please make your order now. And I will see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please remember to give me a like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you the next time. Bye!